Hey gang, so what brings me here tonight is a subject that I feel we need to go over, look into, and go over again, and that's of angels. Angels, angels, angels. What are angels? Well, for the purpose of this conversation, we'll say they are concentrated they're concentrations of force. Okay, so for instance, you might meet someone that's just incredibly patient, no matter what their spouse says to them, no matter what their lover says to them or does. They just have this unshakable resilience to remain calm, and it seems as if nothing phases them. And more than likely it's because their object of meditation for quite some time is or has been patience. And so anytime there's a moment of where the average, let's say, human being will come across a situation where frustration might seem normal, this person has cultivated the ability to pause, okay, between observing, sensing some action, and going from the emotional, pleasurable, displeasurable reflex has delayed that emotional response of do I like this, do I don't like this, okay, and they just maintain their breath. But at some point you have to pause. You can't go from inhale to exhale without even a short pause, right? So we can do this also on the mental level whenever we encounter, something that would typically, normally get us upset or frustrated, we can have the ability to pause. And we can understand, okay, well, what's the opposite? We can ask ourselves the question, what's the opposite of frustration? And for this purpose, let's just say patience. We can be patient. We can exercise. We can practice patience. And just tell ourselves gently, a gentle reminder, patience, patience, patience. And we can be still and do nothing. Better yet, we can keep our lips still and say nothing. And later on, or almost immediately, when you get deeper into this practice, you keep doing it, you get quicker at it, and then you'll be able to have something positive and morally responsible to as feedback. So instead of mirroring negative behavior and speech, we can turn it up, or as it's known in some communities, transform the energy. And so you might hear, people say, well, we're here to transform human consciousness. And so this is what this means. but transform human consciousness into what? Into angelic consciousness. Okay? So I went all the way around the mulberry bush to illustrate what angels might be considered in this context as concentrations of force, virtuous force, energetic force. Okay? So, you know, with like Archangel Michael, one of the things that he's noted for is telling Satan, demonstrating to Satan, heal Satan. Get thee beneath me. Okay, this is what it feels like to be tread upon. Okay, you know, observe the tip of my sword at thy neck. Okay, he's the warrior, the protector. Okay, of those who are chosen by heaven to hold the light here on earth. Okay. And so when we mimic these various virtues and we continuously do them, okay, we transform ourselves genetically, and we awaken the angelic codes in our DNA. Yeah. So you might hear the term angelic soul fragments, okay? And the people that have a lot of these are considered saints. Not in the Vatican sense, okay? I'm not gonna go there. But, you know, like maybe like in another holy tradition, okay? Someone that's, you know, the real deal. Not that, you know, there aren't any Catholic saints, but, you know, the Vatican will canonize anyone that does their will, period. So, but I'm talking about the real deal, okay? People that are out here looking out for the betterment of humanity, the upliftment of humanity. Okay, so this is why, you know, it's important to be nice. You remember when your mom would button you up, wipe the crusty coals out of your eyes and all the dried up toothpaste on your mouth, and before you got off the car to go to school, she said, be nice. Before you went out to play, she said, be nice. Well, this is essentially what happens when we are nice in practicing virtue. Okay, we evolve. But there's a science to this. So I'm gonna leave it right there for now. And as always, RAV4. Okay? The more that we practice random acts of virtue, okay, forever, okay, we'll be able to endure even greater forms of suffering that we think, you know, we could never endure. You know, we become stronger. We become greater concentrated forces of overall goodness. And that's what it's all about. For some. Alright? Okay. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope you all have a blessed night. Until next time. Bye.